Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams. Glad that you are with me on this Tuesday night. We have had a couple of Wednesday nights lately, but we're back to a Tuesday night schedule, and we're glad that we can be a little bit more consistent. Hopefully that you can follow along as maybe you follow the bouncing ball. That's all right. It should show up if you are liking or following the Bryan County Patriot Facebook page. Now, I know we're on Facebook and YouTube as well. But if you like that, you should get some kind of notification unless you turn your notifications off. And man, sometimes I do that too. I don't know. I think I could get too many notifications from Facebook and Twitter alone. So that is out there. But I appreciate those of you who are watching us on the replay as well. So thank you for stopping by. We have a great guest tonight, someone that I have been excited about getting to talk to for a while, and just finding the time to get to visit with her has been the challenge. But tonight, that challenge has been met. We have Brandi Burkhalter on BCP Live with us. Brandi, thank you seriously for stopping by tonight.
Well, I appreciate you having me. I'm glad I was able to make it.
I know it has been a challenge, and I know we see each other in various places, and often I'll say, "Hey, listen, sometime," and it's like, "Yeah, sometime," but it's tough to get those times, and we have family and businesses and all the other things going on, which is what I want to talk about tonight. Hi, Penny, thank you for commenting already. Appreciate that as folks are stopping in on Tuesday night with all that you have going on, and we're going to be talking about a number of things tonight. Let's go ahead and let's head west. All right, let's head west to the west part of Bryan County, where it meets with a big body of water, and that is also over on the Marshall County side as well. You're on the Lake Texoma Association. What is that? And I know kind of what it does, but what is it? Tell us what you do and what's going on.
Okay. So the Lake Texoma Association is a nonprofit that promotes tourism to the lake region. The actual mission of the LTA is to preserve, to protect, and then to promote Lake Texoma in the region. We actually receive an allocation from the state of Oklahoma that helps us, be able to promote the tourism and so forth. We are membership based, much like a chamber of commerce. We promote our members. We promote events around the lake. We hold events around the lake to help bring people in and, hopefully, put heads in beds and so forth. And so we do quite a bit. We work with the legislators as well on certain things that, have to do with the lake. But we also, promote the whole region. We promote Oklahoma and Texas side. We, have a seat on several boards around the region, chamber boards, CVBs, things like that. Because, the lake is a big draw for this whole region. Durant, Marshall County, Denison, Pottsboro, all the way around. So we do quite a bit, and we do what we can. Some of the events we hold, we have the kickoff kind of to warmer weather in the spring, which is called Burning of the Socks. And while we don't necessarily hold an event, we help promote events around the lake that various marinas have. They all do something a little different, which makes it a lot of fun. We have the Bash for Cash in August, which is our annual fundraiser and membership event. We do we're a co-host on the Lake Texoma fireworks in July, usually on July 3rd, over there by the Roosevelt Bridge. And then this year we've brought our golf tournament back, which is actually this Thursday. Still have a couple teams available if anybody wants in on that. That's just another annual fundraiser that we used to do, and we decided this year was a great year to bring it back. So we do quite a bit. We also, if you've ever seen what's called the Guide to Lake Texoma, which is basically a magazine, it has all kinds of lake information in it. And if you've ever seen that in a gas station or around the region, we are the ones that do that. We put that out, put that together and put that out. We print 50,000 copies. Those go out all around the region. Welcome centers across Oklahoma and Texas. Really, they go across the country because we are also signed up with the Oklahoma Tourism Department, and those are mailed out upon request. And then we have partners that are very much like the LTA who travel to shows across the country, and they take those as well.
So much going on. That Lake Texoma Guide, yes, I've seen that a number of times. I know, are you all still working on that for 2023 right now?
We are working on that. We just pushed out the advertising information via our newsletter. If you're not, if someone's interested in signing up for that, they can do so through our website. And the mail out copies will go out either tomorrow or Friday. to most of our members and others who have advertised with us in the past. But if that's something someone's interested in, they can definitely get with our office and we can send them that information.
Okay. Well, that is a lot. And I know that there's so much going on. Of course, people think about the fireworks and different events. You guys were hosting a fundraiser. Some big events there recently, even after the tornado had come through, and
we did
had some big things out there.
We did. We helped put on the music festival benefit for the tornado victims. We had some help doing that, help planning that. Various artists around the area and, from Texas and different areas donated their time and their talent, and they came in for that. We had that at Willow Springs Marina. It was a great event. We raised about $40,000 through that, and then other donations that were made. We have a little bit of money left over that we're working on getting out to those who really need it. But we've given out probably about 2/3 of that money so far.
That's fantastic. And what a great way to help the community. And the community definitely needed it, and folks stepped up for that. And I know that you all got to oversee part of that, but there were so many people that were involved. So I really appreciate everyone who gave of their time to that. As we're speaking with Brandi Burkhalter here on BCP Live tonight, that's not the only thing you have going on. As most of us, there are so many irons in the fire right now. And you all, as the summer is winding down, getting toward fall, if fall would ever actually really get here, I realize that officially fall is supposed to be here, Thursday.
Thursday. Mm-hmm.
Depending upon which calendar you look at, the weather has not been cooperative with what you might think of as fall weather, but we're headed that way anyway. And that leads us to what you all have out, Platter Flats Pumpkin Patch. That is your thing. How long has that been going on now? That's relatively new.
This will be our third year.
Mm-hmm.
We actually kicked it off in 2020, which was the first year of COVID. Don't recommend that. However, we had already purchased the land, made the decision we were going to do that, and so we had to do it. But so this will be our third year, and I think this will actually be basically our first somewhat normal year for having it. Our field trips are picking up and things like that. But yes, we were hoping to open this Saturday, but we've actually pushed that to October 1st. Mainly due to the weather, because it's going to be 100 degrees this Saturday, and no one wants to go to a pumpkin patch with it being 100 degrees. Like, we don't want to be out there, and we know people won't want to be out there, so we pushed it a week. But we'll be open through the entire month of October on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 6. We may open that first weekend in November also if it looks like there's interest. But Saturdays, Sundays, 10 to 6, and then we're open through Monday through Friday for field trips. They just need to message me for information, and then I can get them on our calendar. The past 2 years, we haven't had a ton of field trips, and I've kind of shut it down to just one group at a time just to accommodate the COVID issue. But this year, I'm going to open it up to several groups a day, within reason on the numbers, of course. But it's already picked up this year. It looks like it's going to be a great year for us. We already have pumpkins. If anyone does need pumpkins right now, though, to go ahead and get the fall decorations out and get that going, maybe it'll usher in the cooler weather for us. We've got quite a few pumpkins out there. We do have some corn stalks left. Our pigs, we have animals out there, and our pigs keep getting out and trying to eat the corn stalks. So I recommend, if you want those, please get with us soon, because we may not have them after this next week, because Penelope, our pot-bellied pig, who's not a miniature pig like I was told, she gets out and eats them at night. So we do have pumpkins and corn stalks right now. We have quite a few activities for the kids. We've added, I think we're up to 3 new ones this year. And we changed one of them, which is our slide that everybody's used to. We've changed that a little bit. And then we may end up actually bringing in another 1 or 2 prior to opening. We want to keep it fresh and different, change it up for the kids and the family so that, it's interesting every year and things like that. But we have a retail area inside the barn as well. We have pumpkin painting that they could purchase a little pumpkin and do that. We do have a food trailer out there. My husband runs that. So we have food available. So we've got quite a bit we offer out there. And that'll be, of course, through the fall. And then we've been doing pictures with Santa around, closer to Christmas. We'll do a couple weekends. And then last year we planted sunflowers and other a variety of flowers, as far as cut flowers, where people could come cut their own and make their own bouquets. We didn't do as well with those this year just because it was so hot, but we are planning that again for next year. We'll have the sunflower fields, other various cut flowers, and I'm actually considering planting tulips and daffodils for the spring.
Nice.
I know a lot of people go to a tulip patch in Texas, so hopefully we can get that going and have something a little closer for them. But we're trying to make it, for those who aren't familiar, it's considered agritourism. And so we're trying to really make that an agritourism location here for people where they don't have to go very far, but they can come out and have experiences and, just, I don't know, something to bring joy to their lives for a little bit, maybe.
I'm all about bringing joy to people's lives. That is really cool. Where do they find you online so they can connect with you to be able to go out to the pumpkin patch?
Our main thing that we use is Facebook. It's Platter Flats Pumpkin Patch on Facebook. We do have Instagram. I'm not as great about updating that because I have so many others I have to keep up with that Facebook's our main one.
Right.
But if they needed, if they don't do Facebook, which if they're on here, they probably are. But our phone number, though, is 918-200-5765 in case they, needed to contact us by phone. Our email is actually Burkhalter Family Farms, plural, @gmail. So that way, if they don't want to depend on Facebook, some people don't like it. So, and don't use it. If they're watching on YouTube, they could still find a way to get a hold of us.
Right. There are ways to get out and get in touch with you. I wanted you to say that for sure, and definitely get that out there so that people can connect. And folks watching tonight from all around, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and reacting to the video. Appreciate that. Good to see some folks who are coming on this Tuesday night, watching us live. Really quickly then, I think, as I know Platter Flats, of course, to get to Platter Flats, by the way, Jason Manis of the Shamrock Emojis has made an appearance. So I want to say hi, Jason. Been by the bank a couple of times. Last 2 or 3 times I've been by, I haven't had a chance to see you. I'm looking for you, but your office has been dark. But Jason of the Shamrock Emojis is on, and we appreciate Shamrock, one of our great sponsors here. As I'm heading to Platter Flats, generally, the way I generally get there, and I know some back roads. I lived in Calera for a while. But generally, I've got to go, down 69, 75, and then turn off and head over there to get to where you are. That's been a challenge in recent years. You're on the city council at Calera. Things look better. I mean, they really do. It seems like the road to get, to Platter Flats, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, going through Calera just seems to get easier all the time. And just watching the progress has been great in recent months. Can you talk about that and kind of what that's been like?
Sure. I can talk about that a little bit. Living here in Calera in town, it's definitely been a struggle from time to time. One thing I can say that I'm thankful for is that, in a lot of highway projects and road construction projects, they have to shut the road down to one lane often. Thankfully, with this project, they've only had to do that a few times, and that's usually at night, and that's to move the lane of traffic. And so I'm very thankful for that it's not any worse than it has been. Yeah. Obviously, we get a great deal of traffic through Calera, major corridor. So it's never going to be an easy situation when you've got that kind of project going. However, we're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. We're told, hopefully, fingers crossed, that next summer the project should be completed. And, I believe that they've kept to their word. They've moved pretty quickly on this project. They've gotten a little faster as they've gone, especially on the service roads and things like that when they've had to shut those down in front of businesses. I do really believe that it'll be next summer. And, we're starting to see what it's going to look like, what the final product's going to look like. So, I think that's exciting, and it's definitely going to be worth the wait, I think. And, once it's completed, it's going to be so much better on 75 going through Calera. I just think it's going to be a breeze for people to get through here, and it won't be as dangerous for sure.
Right. Well, that of course is I think the biggest deal of all. Any of us who've lived around not only the area in Bryan County, but like I said, I've lived in Calera, you live in Calera. So many people have lived there and seen where it can be dangerous and has been dangerous in the past. And to have that reduced, I think is a really big deal. Plus the fact that, yes, it does seems to look nicer almost every single day. And that's a positive. So shout out to the folks who are working very hard to get that done and get it done in a timely manner. And I appreciate you sharing with that, sharing that with us here today or tonight or today or whenever you happen to be watching us here on BCP Live. Brandi Burkhalter with wearing many hats. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention while you have an opportunity here? We're glad you're on.
I appreciate it. I can't really think of anything else. I mean, besides, if someone's interested in what's going on at Lake Texoma, they can follow the Lake Texoma Association page. We try to share what we can. We don't always see everything, of course, on social media, but we try to share what we can. We have a newsletter they can subscribe to. And then as far as the, Platter Flats Pumpkin Patch, they can follow us on Facebook, and, we update on a regular basis on that. Just updated this evening that due to the weather this weekend, we're pushing our opening date till October 1st, just because it's supposed to be 100 degrees this weekend, and that's going to be miserable on people, and we don't want people out there miserable. So,
no.
And then, of course, the Calera update. Again, we're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. I think that's great, and we're getting there. Just hold steady. It won't be much longer, and I can't think of anything else unless you can, Joey.
No, you're fine. I just want to make sure you knew the floor was yours. So that is great. And it's always a privilege to get to see Brandi. I've known her for a while. A wonderful person. I think very highly of you, Brandi. And I get to, well, you're welcome. I mean that. I get to see her pretty regularly at the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce Coffee Network on Wednesday mornings, and that's always a good thing. So if you're part of the Durant Area Chamber of Commerce, you ought to stop by. It's a good place to make connections and get to see friends, make new friends too. And I've done that as well. So I think that's a really big deal. But I also appreciate, and I'll say this and I'll let you go, but I appreciate that you're part of an organization like the Lake Texoma Association that is like a chamber, but you still participate in other chamber activities, and you go out and about, and you don't just, stay home with your little toys and that's all you play with. So,
well, I appreciate that. I mean, yes, we operate like a chamber, but we're all in this region. We're all in it for the same reason. We want to bring people in. We want to bring tourism in to our area and show people what we have to offer. So, we might as well partner on it and do what we can to make the best of it and get people here.
Exactly. Well, hey, listen, really quickly before I let you go, Jennifer says, "Hey, Brandi."
Hello.
So that was
is that Jennifer from the chamber.
It is indeed. Yes, Jennifer Brewer. And
listen, she'll be starting rumors about me. Don't listen to her.
No, hey, listen. She comes on she mocks me on my own show, so that's okay. And Michelle says it was easy breezy going through Calera today. She was very excited about that. So that is really pretty cool too. So anyway, that is what is going on in the realm of, Lake Texoma Association. Don't forget Platter Flats Pumpkin Patch, and find them on Facebook. That's the easy way to do that. Lots more happening. Brandi, thank you very much for taking time with us tonight. We really appreciate it. I'll let you get back to what you're doing, because I know you have a lot.
Listen, I'm about to go to bed. I have to be at the 7 a.m. chamber meeting and then the coffee afterward. So if you're watching on Tuesday night, that's in the morning. So,
all right.
I appreciate it.
I'll see you at the coffee afterward. We'll do that then. All right.
I will be there.
Thank you. That's Brandi Burkhalter with, of course, the Lake Texoma Association, Platter Flats Pumpkin Patch, and also on the City Council with Calera. All right, let me get a couple things as she gets to. She's going to go to bed now here in a moment. I still have college stuff to do tonight after this is over with. Yes, the pursuit of the master's degree continues, so that's still going on. That's all right. We're getting it done. I'm thankful. It's been interesting so far, and if you're going back to school at some point, like I am at 50 years old, then yeah, it's been a while since I've been doing the college stuff, but I'm enjoying it. I really am, and learning things along the way, so it's good. So that having been said, hi Lana, thank you very much for watching tonight. Yes, Jennifer, LOL, that's fine. I appreciate that. But I'm glad that you're watching tonight as well. Those of you who are watching us live, thank you for letting us know that you're watching us. And those who are watching the replay still at this point, thank you very much for being on. Okay, I have something I need to show you really quickly. First, Let me tell you, Southeastern volleyball tonight, it was a home match, lost to Northwestern tonight in 3 sets. So Southeastern volleyball continuing to play. And coming up next weekend, Thursday and Friday, both home matches Thursday and Friday. That is next Thursday and Friday. They're on the road this week. And then if you want to watch some good volleyball, come out to the Wilmer Sullivan Gymnasium. Southeastern football's in town this week, hosting Southern Nazarene. Lots going on. Tailgate Alley's up. You need to go be a part of that as well. We had Jade the Blade Anthony last week on the show, and she was talking about the Men of Power Symposium. She was a great guest as well. Thoroughly enjoyed visiting with Jade. Would definitely love to have her come meet her, and hope she'll come back on with me. That Men of Power Symposium, you can find that on Facebook. It is October 16th. So check that out. And then, oh, yes, Law Street Brewing Company. They have so much going on right now, and I'm trying to keep up with it to share everything that's happening. I also, Oktoberfest, and there's going to be so many things going on during Oktoberfest. That gets started, my goodness. I mean, we're September 20th. That's like, just a little more than 10 days away, 10 days and some hours away. So be ready for that. Seth Reed will be the musical guest on Friday night. Seth Reed at Law Street Brewing Company. So you don't want to miss that. All right. Let me pull something else up here. Get away from the comments for just a second. I got to see somebody. Now, you don't want to miss this. Stick around. I mean, this is not very long. Stick around. And I believe I can talk over this video. So I hope that the audio still keeps going. I got to meet somebody last week. Okay. I got to meet somebody last week. And you're going to get to see this person around Durant in the next few months. So I'm going to show you this video. This is who I met last week, and I hope that I can speak over. It's not long. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. All right. There he is. I got to meet Petey the Peanut last week. Petey the Peanut is the new mascot for, well, not just for the Chamber of Commerce, but for the big peanut in town. He's going to be a big part of activities all around Durant throughout the next few months, heading into the reveal of the time capsule, which is supposed to be unearthed very, very soon. It's coming up. That'll be June of 2023. Now, I hope you heard me all the way through that. Somebody let me know if you could hear me all the way through that, and I'd love to hear that in the comment section. That actually helps me with programming later on. I hope you heard. Tell me if you heard everything I had to say about Petey the Peanut, who is the new mascot for, I don't know if it's for the Big Peanut, if it's for the chamber itself, if it's for the unveiling, but he's going to be around town. I got to meet him, talk to him a little bit. And so, all right. Thank you, Michelle. That was what I needed to know. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. That helps me because some of these things I don't know until we actually try it. Sorry. Gotta love technology. But anyway, so that having been said, I'm excited. He was cool. He was very cool. He shook my hand. Well, he gave me more of a high five. I mean, the handshake, is kind of a little bit challenging for him, but had those big old feet too. And it was neat getting to see him on a newly cleaned up softball field after the softball tournament last week at the multi-sports complex. And Petey went out, the photo op that we got to do right there. But his big old footprints didn't make much of a difference on the softball field. But yes, you need to see Petey. And I think your kids are going to want to see him as well. So keep that in mind. Be looking for Petey the Peanut. He's going to be at some Durant Area Chamber of Commerce events. And if I believe that was his debut that night. There weren't a lot of people that got to see him then. So for most of you, this is the first time you're getting to see Petey the Peanut. So we're breaking news here on BCP Live, and I always like to do that. So anyway, that is the deal. Listen, we're not going to make it to a half hour tonight. We are not going to get there. I want to say thanks to everybody for watching, and it's a Tuesday night. So school tomorrow, work tomorrow for a lot of you, Coffee Network for some of you tomorrow morning as well. Keep that in mind. Don't forget, Oktoberfest is coming up. Men of Power Symposium is coming up. Platter Flats Pumpkin Patch, October 1st is going to be the opening. Not this week. Wait till October 1st because you don't want to go out there in 100-degree weather. So there we go. Wait till then. All right. I want to say thanks to everybody for liking and reacting to the video tonight. Thank you for stopping by. Great guest tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed getting to visit with Brandi. She's a wonderful person. I didn't just say that because she was listening to me then. I'm saying it right now. She's a wonderful person, and I appreciate getting to visit with her. Jason, Michelle, Lana, Jennifer, Penny, everyone, thank you for stopping by and commenting. I always appreciate to see your comments. I want to remind you, because every day presents its own challenges. And not only that, but some days are easier than others. Some days are more difficult than others. And I have experienced a week already when, Monday seemed to be going well, going smoothly. It's great. Tuesday, not as smoothly, challenges along the way. Not that we don't overcome them or get through them or fight through them, but I'm just saying that even within a week, there can be highs and lows. And in light of that, it can challenge you. It can challenge you mentally. It can challenge you emotionally. It can challenge you relationally, because how do you react to those things around your family, the people who are closest to us? Sometimes the people who are closest to us are our wives, our husbands, our children, our parents, family members of other sorts. They're the people that should be getting our best, I think. And I try to give my best to you all out here on a Tuesday night or whenever. I try to give my best to you in town, but I also try to give my best to my family. And sometimes that's not easy when we're dealing with difficult situations. And so, it's tough to fight through. But I tell you, every single week, hi, Jeff. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for watching tonight. Every single week, I always try to encourage you with this. And it's not an admonishment. It's an encouragement, because I have to say it to myself too sometimes. And I said I wasn't going to go 30 minutes. Give me just a little bit longer. There was a time in my life in the not too distant past where, I had to get up and go walk the dogs and talk to myself, and I if nobody else was going to say anything to me, and people were nice, but I mean, nobody knows you like yourself and God. And I talked to myself, and I would tell myself, look, you can do this. You could do this, and encourage myself and build myself up. And so in light of that, the things I'm sharing with you every Tuesday night, I share with myself as well. Number one, be wise. That's sometimes easier said than done, but I encourage you, be wise. And God said, if you lack wisdom, he would give it to you. All you need to do is ask. He's not going to find fault in you for asking. Just ask. Excuse me. By the way, this product was purchased at Pro Image right here in Durant. Number two, walk in love. That's easier said than done sometimes. With the traffic here, now that school started back, and there are, 8 o'clock, noon, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. We won't even talk about some different times in Calera as what it's been. Traffic can make it difficult. It's not always easy to walk in love. I encourage you to do it anyway. It's always the best thing to do. And love entails forgiveness. We all need forgiveness. Sometimes we don't want to forgive the person who cut us off in traffic or whatever else, but I encourage you, walk in forgiveness. It will help you be healthy. It really does. Being a forgiving person has a positive effect on your life physically. And number three, very important, do not walk in fear. If you didn't have a reason to be afraid today, turn on the national news. They'll try to find a reason to give you, to make you afraid. I encourage you. Do not walk in fear. It is easier said than done. I'm telling you, I know this. Some days it's easier said than done. Some challenges are easier to walk through than others. But I want to encourage you to do your best. Have respect for a situation, but don't walk in fear. Be wise, walk in love. Do not walk in fear. We will do this before it hits the 30-minute mark. I'm at 28:30 right now. I am going to close this thing down. Thank you to Brandi Burkhalter for being on with me tonight. We have wonderful guests that are on the way each week, so I appreciate you stopping by and watching it live. If you're watching the replay and you're still watching at this point, you are an absolute trooper, and I thank you very much for watching this. Jeff, thank you for coming on. Give me a comment real quickly before we signed off tonight. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for letting me get to speak into your lives and let me get to present and show off the local businesses, organizations, and just wonderful people that we have in Bryan County and beyond. It's a privilege, and I don't take it lightly. God bless you all. Thank you again. Have a great night. Talk to you the next time.